5 biggest fat loss mistakes. To avoid losing fat is not just about eating less and moving more. It's a strategic process that involves understanding how your body works and what truly supports sustainable weight loss. Many people jump into a fat loss journey with high motivation but often get stuck due to avoidable mistakes. These slip-ups may seem small but can have a major impact on progress. Whether you're just starting or have been working at it for months without results, avoiding these 5 common fat loss mistakes can make a world of difference. Fat loss is not linear. There are ups and downs, plateaus and spikes, which often confuse and frustrate those trying to make progress. Social media can contribute to unrealistic expectations, showcasing overnight transformations without acknowledging the months or even years of hard work behind them. You need to understand that your body responds to changes gradually, and most of the transformation happens internally before you even notice it physically. That's why identifying and avoiding mistakes is not just useful, it's essential. Because a small shift in mindset or behavior can trigger a wave of progress that finally breaks through the plateau. 1. Relying only on cardio for fat loss. Cardio is one of the most commonly recommended methods for losing weight. Whether it's running, cycling, or HIIT, many people believe more cardio means more fat burned. While cardiovascular exercise is undeniably good for heart health and burns calories, relying solely on cardio without incorporating resistance or strength training is a mistake that can stall fat loss progress over time. The reason is simple. Muscle plays a crucial role in maintaining a higher resting metabolic rate. When you build muscle, your body burns more calories even while at rest. Excessive cardio without weight training can also lead to muscle breakdown, which lowers your metabolism and makes long-term fat loss harder. Moreover, when the body adapts to long hours of cardio, it becomes more efficient at conserving energy. That means you burn fewer calories doing the same workouts. It's also mentally draining to keep pushing harder and longer on the treadmill just to maintain the same results. Balance is key. Cardio has its place, but it shouldn't be your only tool for fat loss. Focusing on strength, mobility, and progressive overload builds lean mass, supports metabolism, and gives your body that toned look you're aiming for. Cardio is great for cardiovascular health, endurance, and mental clarity. But thinking of it as your primary fat loss method is like using only one tool from a full toolbox. For optimal results, a smart blend of strength training and strategic cardio, combined with adequate rest and recovery, is the most effective route. This not only burns fat but also shapes your body, giving you a lean, defined appearance instead of simply becoming a smaller version of your current self. 2. Overeating healthy foods. Switching to healthy foods is a fantastic move, but the assumption that healthy equals unlimited is a major setback for many people. Avocados, nuts, olive oil, granola, protein bars, and smoothies are all nutrient-dense options, but they're also calorie-dense. The truth is, fat loss still requires a calorie deficit. If you eat more calories than you burn, even if they're healthy calories, you won't lose fat. In fact, it's easy to overeat when you're constantly snacking on calorie-rich health foods under the impression that they're guilt-free. This issue becomes worse when combined with emotional eating or mindless munching. You might pour a bit more olive oil into your salad, add a handful of nuts here and there, or indulge in smoothies that pack 600+ calories without realizing it. Being aware of portion sizes, tracking intake, even loosely, and paying attention to hunger cues are all more important than obsessing over whether a food is labeled healthy or not. A lean body comes not just from what you eat, but how much of it. Many people fall into the trap of snacking frequently throughout the day, often under the banner of clean eating. But even clean eating can derail your fat loss if your energy intake outweighs your expenditure. For example, switching from chips to almonds is healthier in terms of nutrition, but if you're eating handfuls of almonds several times a day, you could still be consuming more calories than necessary. Nutrient quality matters, but quantity matters just as much. Don't confuse eating better with eating in a calorie deficit. Fat loss still obeys the laws of thermodynamics. 3. Not getting enough sleep or managing stress. One of the most overlooked fat loss killers is poor sleep and chronic stress. Your body doesn't just burn fat during workouts. It recovers and regulates itself during rest, particularly sleep. When you consistently get less than 6 to 7 hours of sleep per night, your cortisol levels, stress hormone, rise, which can lead to stubborn fat accumulation, especially in the belly area. Not only that, sleep deprivation negatively affects your hunger hormones, increasing ghrelin, hunger, and decreasing leptin, fullness. This results in increased cravings, less willpower, and more chances of overeating the next day. Stress works similarly. Chronic mental or emotional stress puts your body in a constant state of fight or flight. This hormonal imbalance can lead to emotional eating, slower metabolism, and increased fat storage. Plus, high cortisol levels may cause your body to hold on to fat, especially visceral fat around the organs. Managing stress through breathwork, meditation, journaling, physical activity, and limiting blue light exposure before bed can significantly improve your fat-burning ability. Even with perfect nutrition and a flawless workout plan, the absence of sleep and stress management will limit your progress. People underestimate how much poor sleep and unmanaged stress can influence body composition. Over time, the impact accumulates, not only sabotaging your fat loss goals but potentially affecting your immunity, focus, energy levels, and long-term health. Making time for relaxation, practicing sleep hygiene, and creating a calming nighttime routine are as crucial as hitting your macros or lifting weights. Never underestimate the power of rest. 4. Not being patient or consistent. Fat loss doesn't happen overnight, and one of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting quick results. If you're someone who jumps from one trend to another, trying keto one week, intermittent fasting the next, then cutting carbs completely, your body doesn't have the consistency it needs to adapt and respond. The body is smart, but it needs time to adjust to a routine. Quick fixes or hopping on and off plans can not only delay progress but also lead to burnout. The scale isn't the best measure of fat loss either. Many give up too early just because the numbers aren't dropping as fast as they'd hoped. But fat loss often includes subtle changes. Your clothes fit better, you sleep deeper, you're stronger in the gym. Progress is not always visible right away, and patience is one of the most important ingredients in the fat loss journey. The people who succeed are not the ones who do everything perfectly, but the ones who stay consistent when it's tough. It's not the flashy 30-day plans or fad diets that create long-term transformation. It's the simple, boring, consistent actions repeated over time. Building habits, not extremes, is what turns a temporary result into a permanent lifestyle. The journey will test you, challenge you, and sometimes confuse you. But if you stay the course, refining your approach, not quitting, you'll be amazed at what's possible. Remember, consistency beats intensity when it comes to lasting fat loss. 5. Drinking your calories. Without realizing, calories from drinks add up quickly and often go unnoticed. A flavored coffee here, a fruit juice there, or that post-workout protein shake. When you're not paying attention, those liquid calories can completely derail your fat loss efforts. The issue with drinks is that they don't fill you up the same way solid food does, yet they contain just as many, or sometimes more, calories. A small latte with milk and sugar can pack over 250 calories, and sugary energy drinks or smoothies can easily exceed 400. Additionally, alcohol is one of the sneakiest fat loss saboteurs. Not only does it provide empty calories, 7 calories per gram, but it also disrupts hormone balance, sleep quality, and your body's ability to burn fat effectively. When you drink, your body prioritizes processing the alcohol over burning stored fat, slowing your metabolism and increasing fat storage. Water, black coffee, herbal teas, and low-calorie beverages are better choices when you're working toward a leaner body. Be mindful of what you sip. Your results depend on it. People often think that just because they're avoiding junk food, their drinks are safe territory, but it's rarely the case. Calories in your morning orange juice, lunchtime latte, and evening wine glass all count. And the worst part? These calories rarely satisfy hunger. They sneak into your diet, unaccounted for, tipping you out of a deficit without you realizing it. Being mindful of drinks and checking labels is an easy win in your fat loss journey. Check out my weight loss guide in the description. It's designed to support your metabolism, energy levels, and fat burning naturally. It's not a magic pill, but when paired with the right habits, it can help you get results faster and more efficiently. Thousands are already seeing amazing changes, and you could be next. Make the choice today for a healthier, leaner you. All the tools you need are just one click away. Fat loss isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. Subscribe to the channel for more. See you in next video.